just get your biggest takeaways from week 0 and 1 of college football. I just want to hear your biggest takeaways, pros, cons, whatever.
The SEC and the Big Ten are elite. They've got the top 10 spots in the AP poll and the fucking college football playoff poll. So that's not surprising. I think the Big 12, I don't think the Big 12 is as good as everybody thinks it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everybody's average.
Right.
Like, everybody, like, even Joel was like, yeah, I think the Big 12 is head and shoulders better than the ACC. I think they're probably pretty even.
Yeah.
And you'll probably only get one team in from each.
Yeah, Joe did say
unless you have an undefeated Big 12 champion and they beat an undefeated team in the Big 12 championship game. Like, if you have a situation where hypothetically Colorado is undefeated and in the Big 12 championship, and Iowa State is undefeated and in the Big 12 championship, and they don't play each other in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
That's a situation where both teams could probably get in.
Yeah.
But you could have a situation where there's an ACC team with like 3 losses that also wins and gets an automatic bid and a playoff and a fucking bye. And they should. If you win it makes the conference championship games really, really important.
I gotta be honest. I don't see 2 ACC. Like, I could see 2 Big 12 teams. I don't see 2 ACC teams. Nothing from these first 2 weeks has told me that there's going to be multiple ACC teams in that playoff. What do you think of that?
No, that's what I'm saying. You could have like a 9-3, 8-4 ACC champion.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Miami's really good.
That's the only team I would say. That's why I said one.
Miami should win the ACC and go undefeated, and then all this conversation's over, and that's the only team that gets in. Miami's really good, but knowing Miami, they'll probably stumble once, but they'll still win the ACC. Like,
Miami has to.
Yeah, Cam Ward is a fucking dude, bro. That guy can slang it. And they've adopted Mario Cristobal's mindset now in year 3. The offensive line is mean as fuck. I think Clemson has way too many white dudes on the field. All you crackers get involved. But again, I agree with Roddy White, and he shouldn't have apologized. It's true.
Yeah.
You're fucking parade out of a team of 22 white guys, and you're going to get fucking murdered. Period. Shut the fuck up.
What are your thoughts on Florida and Billy Napier?
He's fired.
Yeah. You think he's done after the season?
He's done in like 3 weeks, homie.
JB said week 6 he'll get fired.
Yeah, he's gone, and team might be gone week 5.
Yeah.
And their fucking schedule is
unbelievable schedule.
Ruthless. Fucking ruthless.
Ridiculously tough.
And that's what the SEC is, dog. Like, get your fucking mind right or get fucked up.
Do you think Oregon's a lock to win the Big Ten, or after this week they've kind of been exposed and other teams are going to adopt on what Idaho's done against them?
Who's Oregon playing?
This week?
Yeah, didn't that who you just asked?
Oh, I just asked, do you think Oregon will end up winning the Big Ten, or do you think that this week 1 game against Idaho is kind of
Ohio State will win the Big Ten. Ohio State can win the Big Ten. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ohio State's really good. I like Ohio State and what they're doing. I'm not saying Oregon's bad. I'm sure Oregon will give them a run for their money. They'll figure it out. They're pretty good. But I like Ohio State to win the Big Ten. But Oregon will make the playoff.
Yeah, I agree.
The Big Ten will probably have 4 teams in the playoff.
Yeah.
So they'll probably have undefeated, a 1 loss, Penn State with 2 losses or something, and then whoever, the USC or something. There's too many good teams not to fucking go.
USC in the playoff? Are you a believer in them after that win?
Did you just see the way they played against LSU?
I did, but I also am like, it's week 1. So I also got to hold my judgments where I'm like,
yeah, but
I've seen what they've done.
Defense translates, dog. When you see something that dominant, look, LSU beat themselves, you could argue, with the penalties and the stupid bullshit. But also, SC was way more physical than I thought they were going to be. I thought SC was just going to beat the shit out of them. So I'm just saying, in a hypothetical world with 4 teams in the fucking playoff from the Big Ten, maybe SC can sneak in. I don't know. Fuck them.
Yeah, for me, I need to see more from them. That was a great win week 1, but goddamn LSU kind of gave it to them, in my opinion.
Kind of gave it to them. They had fucking more stupid penalties than I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, LSU.
But still, you have to take advantage of it. Like you can't just get the penalty and then not do anything with it. But they got the penalty against the kid when he pointed like the hypothetical gun, and the fucking returner took it back to the 30. So you have to actually make the plays. Why are you that close to the camera? Back up.
So I was trying to look at something, trying to find a video. What did you think of Brian Kelly post game? He was very frustrated. He got very angry. He slammed his hand like this.
I think Brian Kelly is a clown, but I also think he's an established good head coach. He just wants more out of his guys. He just doesn't know how to like. Brian Kelly's probably really awkward with everyone. Yeah. He probably tries really hard to be cool. Like, remember that fucking video he did with the kid? What they did? That's all you need to know about Brian Kelly. He's weird. But look, I think the SEC is fucking overrated this year. I do. A&M lost, and even though I'm close with their tackle, I can know what I see. A&M lost. I think that they pounded a lot of really shitty teams. You know, LSU lost. Florida got fucking manhandled. You know, like I don't know, man. Tennessee's got NC State this weekend. We'll see how real they are.
Yeah, I tend to lean on the Tennessee side. I've liked more of what I've seen.
Well, you can lean on it all you want, but even like struggling with it, NC State's ranked. They're a good fucking team.
They got Grayson McCall, quarterback.
Yeah, they're no scrub, and NC State's known to fucking knock somebody off. So, and they're playing at a neutral site. They're playing in Charlotte, so you know that's a destination game for people, and we'll see. But I think the SEC is good, but I don't think they're as good as they have been in the past. And that's what happens when you lose Nick Saban.
Let me ask you, speaking of the SEC, what did you think of Vanderbilt taking out Virginia Tech?
Now that's a good win.
Yeah. I mean, their quarterback, they got the New Mexico quarterback, I believe. Forget if he believes a Latin kid. But he's a hell of a player, small little shifty quarterback. Virginia Tech obviously has Drones, the quarterback. He struggled at times, which I was kind of surprised. I was kind of expect them to kind of light it up. Drones
Vanderbilt will win like 3 games.
Yeah, they look for. I have never. JB said it, and I agree with him. I've never seen that athletic of a defensive front from Vanderbilt since James Franklin was there. So I'm like,
and look, I'm glad that they're better, but you got to show me at Vandy.
Yeah,
they're playing. If Vandy was in the fucking Pac-3, then maybe we'd think differently. Or in the ACC, maybe they could go make some noise. But Vanderbilt's fucking.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying they're anything.
They're going to struggle with the SEC elite.
No, I agree with you. I'm just for a week 1 win against Drones. Drones obviously works out with Cam Ward and Shore. They're all like this. Deion Jr. knows Drone very well. That was just a hell of a win. See that from Vanderbilt, I was very impressed.
Great win. But that's my point. That's my point. Everyone thinks that they know, like fucking huge. They're a huge fucking favorite. They're definitely going to win. And then fucking Vanderbilt beats the shit out of Virginia Tech. Like Boston College beats Florida State. Georgia Tech beats Florida State. Like, come on. Like there's lots of upsets in college football every single weekend for a reason. They're college kids. No one really knows shit about each other's teams. Everything is like figuring it out on the fly and game planning and adjusting and shit. Virginia Tech may be overrated, but they also could like go win the ACC, and that could just be their one shitty game of the year. So that's just the way the college football rolls, bro. Like you can have a subpar quarterback at college football and dominate and win. You go to the NFL with that shit and try to play the subpar quarterback game, you might get to the playoffs maybe, but you're getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Another game I wanted to ask you about, UCLA, led by Deshaun Foster, obviously played at UCLA, played in the Panthers, running back. They went out to Hawaii. My former high school teammate's actually the kicker there. They went out to Hawaii, and to be honest with you, they really struggled. They looked, obviously Hawaii is, no joke. They're kind of rebuilding. They have a new stadium out there now, but man, UCLA went out there, kind of struggled. It's not what I kind of expected. Hawaii obviously struggled with Delaware State week 1, who they're 40-point favorites. You heard the thing with the Delaware State players having to, arrange different flights to even get out there. And then, UCLA walks in there and struggles. I think they ended up winning, but it was a close game. What are your thoughts on that? UCLA is under Deshaun Foster.
Look, I was at the Hawaii game against Delaware State. We were out there that week. It was raining sideways for a half. That slowed the game down. They put it on them in the second half. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that Hawaii plays everybody tough. Yeah. UCLA flew to Hawaii, hung out for 4 days or 3 days, went to the pool and shit. This is how Hawaii beats people, dog. I was there. It's easy to lose in Hawaii. And they won. So I would just get on the plane and go home and act like that didn't happen. So, look, I don't know if Deshaun Foster will be successful at UCLA or not. I hope he is because the EB's on that staff, and I got a soft spot. So I want everybody to be successful. I think Foster could be a good fit. But again, UCLA is going to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun, dog. Just have fun. Have fun. Have fun in the Big Ten. I'm glad you chased the money. You actually left a conference you could maybe win one day to go to the Big Ten and get your fucking ass beat the rest of your life forever. You're going to be the fucking You're going to be the Clippers of the Big Ten. SC's the Lakers. You're the fucking Clippers. You're fucked. Everyone's going to go there and shit stomp you. No one wants to go to UCLA. Their facilities suck. You have no more draw. You're in the Big Ten now. You're fucked. You're fucked. Have fun going to Penn State in November. Have fun on your flight to Rutgers. Have fun going to Nebraska in November. Have fun going to Iowa City. All the glam and glitz is over. Colorado did this. Colorado was like, yeah, we're a fucking Pac-12 team. Ha, ha, ha. 20 fucking years later, we're like, what did we do? We couldn't wait to get back to the Big 12. All you UCLA fans, you're fucked.
The last game I'm going to ask you about, and I'm glad you're kind of riled up for this last game here. Colorado State and Texas. Colorado State goes down to Texas and gets absolutely drunk 52-0. Matt, your thoughts on that game?
They played a football game? I thought they went down there to evaluate Bevo. So, I know that they couldn't hang on to the ball in the first half because they forgot their sleeves, right? They just started sticking their hand up Bevo's ass, and they're like, oh, fuck, I forgot my plastic. This is what I think. I don't think about them. Fuck them. They play UNC this week. At least they'll get a win and get a little confidence before we go up there and fucking lace them up for 700 yards passing. CSU isn't going to be able to play guess what? We're coming to play game anymore. All CU's got to do is watch that game from last year and remember how it was, and they'll go to Fort Collins ready this year. And that's bad for CSU after what I saw. I mean, because I think our receiving core and quarterback are comparable to and even better than Texas's. Texas offensive and defensive lines and defense are better. But I'll take Shador over yours, and I'll take our receivers over their receivers every day. So I just think that CSU's in real trouble. They should go sing that fight song this week, Stalwart Rams and all that stupid shit, and enjoy beating up on a Big Sky team that's not very good and rebuilding. Coach Lamb's doing a great job up there, but they're not there yet. And then after we get done mopping the corn, we'll come to Fort Collins and shear you motherfuckers. But again, I will say this. If you're on that football team, how can you take anything Jay Norvell says seriously? And this is why. He told his quarterback and receiver not to go after money they earned, not chased, earned. They earned $600,000 each to go in the portal and transfer to a better opportunity, and he talked them out of it. That is the most selfish, conceited bullshit I've ever heard. To brainwash those two kids and convince them that you are the key to their financial future and your offense is the key to their financial future, and rob them of the opportunity to life change money. And you do it just to win a football game. That, in my opinion, is the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen. Those boys earn the opportunity to get paid, and Jay Norvell talked them into staying with his bullshit and grandiose fucking plans for the future. And their draft stock, Horton's draft stock probably didn't plummet as far as Fowler Nicolosi's, but Fowler Nicolosi's draft stock went from whatever it was, a third-round pick, to the fucking basement as fast as you could say basement. Because now that's it. That's all the scouts are going to look at. They're going to look at Texas and Colorado, and they're going to go, fuck the Mountain West. The Mountain West is terrible. I don't give a fuck what he does in the Mountain West. How did he do against Texas? How did he do against Colorado? Oh, he went 7 for 16 for fucking 74 yards and 2 picks. Yeah, fucking next. $600,000, dog.
Yeah, that's
kid. And the way they answered it, we're not worried about money now. Are you worried about money now, Demi? Are you worried about money now?
Football don't last forever, brother.
If I'm on the fucking roster, I'm sitting there like, so if I'm a young guy and I have a good year this year and somebody wants to hit me in the transfer portal and give me fucking bread, CSU's not going to pay me that much, but are you going to try and talk me into staying? Why the fuck do I want to be here? I'm sorry, but we're all mercenaries and fucking football's a business. And all you fucking fanboys that don't understand it, I'm not trying to get through to you, dog. It's like trying to change my ex-wife's opinion of me. I gave up on that shit a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. You do not change. You do not pass up $600,000, especially if Colorado State won't fucking match it. That's my thing. Like, did you say, yo, if you really believe in me this much, match it? Match it. Get the fucking farmer collective up there to pull their head and hand out of a cow's ass and then come over here and fucking pay me my six and pay my six to my fucking quarterback and put 1.2 on the fucking table and we'll go chop it up for you. Mm-hmm. Instead, what? They gave him $30,000 and a fucking Walgreens goddamn gift certificate and he got to ride a fucking bull to school or some shit. He got to learn how to shear a sheep with his sister, and it sure sounds fun, but now his goddamn draft stock is plummeted like the fucking Titanic breaking in half and falling to the bottom of the fucking ocean while Horton's over here like, I'm open. No, I'm not. I'm double covered. Fuck. So that's what I think. Fuck CSU, idiot.
There you have it. There you have it. Matt, what a great show that was today, man. We have over 960 people here on all platforms. If you guys are watching, go ahead and become a member of the Dungeon family for only $2.99. You know, we're getting more and more members every day here. We're building a little community here at 0 to 60 podcast here. Man, Matt, we got Coach Barnett on tomorrow. Matt, any final thoughts?
Yeah, the next two shows are going to kick a lot of ass, and I'm so fucking excited for Saturday. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to, like, do all this shit and not piss everyone off. Mm-hmm. But then again, that's kind of my bag. Did you see the Florida State-BC game? Why was the upper bowl lined off? Why didn't they let anybody sit up there? No one's going to the games?
I would guess that. I mean, why else would you do that? That makes no sense to me. Especially at College Stadium. I guess they're not. I'll say this: Boston College made me some money, but other than that, like
Boston College made me some money too, bro. High five! I took a money line and under, and right when he busted that run, I was like, "No, catch him, fuck!" And then he ran out of bounds at the 3, and they went to commercial, and I was like, "Look," I look over at Bree, and I'm like, "Look, I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien's a pro coach. He's going to go out and kneel and be respectful." Came out. Took a knee 3 times. I was like, fuck yeah, Bill. Fuck yeah, I'll pay this man.
Took him plus 69. I said, no way. I didn't think they'd win.
Dude, I'll tell you, though, they need to figure their shit out at Florida State really, really, really fast because that's the only place. That is like one of the only places that really scares the shit out of me.
Oh,
I see. How could you get mad at him?
I wouldn't be mad at him. That's
it's his alma mater.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I see what you're saying. You think there's
please win the rest of your fucking games, so this can't be a thing, because that's his alma mater, and everyone will go back to their alma mater, and you can't say shit. You can't be like, "Fuck you, traitor." You can't do any of that shit, and you wouldn't say it anyway. But you damn sure can't say it then. All you can say is like, "High five, love you, you're the man. This sucks." Fuck.
God. I don't know. You really see a scenario where Florida State has a losing record this season.
They suck. They suck.
Yeah, they look really bad.
DJ Alphabet is terrible. He cannot fucking play in that system.
Almost. I don't know what's going on.
I know what's going on. Oregon State runs under center, pro style, run the ball first offense, and everything was play action and easy throws. And Mike Norvell can't watch tape apparently, and his dumbass was like, "I can change him," and he came in the same. He looks worse than he did at Clemson. So the offensive line is fucking terrible. The defensive line is atrociously terrible. But then again, Boston College's center is fucking Pete Kendall's kid, and the guard is Dan Conley's kid, and both of them are like 14-year NFL offensive linemen. So I wonder if the kids are going to be any good. It just Bill O'Brien masterclassed Florida State. Yeah. Bill O'Brien walked in and said, "I'm a professional football coach. You are a JV college coach with good players. We're going to fuck you up." And look, that should be like a warning to all the fucking teams that think they're better than they are.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of them, dog. Like the SEC beating fucking Sisters of the Poor 69-0 don't tell me shit. Sure. I have more respect for LSU losing to SC than any of those fuckboys I do with them winning 70-0. I don't care if you beat Arkansas Pine Bluff, dog. Like, that's one of the reasons I respect the North Dakota State win so much. They're fucking good.
Yeah.
They're really good, dog. Like, they're fucking good. I respect Oklahoma State taxing South Dakota State's ass. South Dakota State is good as shit.
What about Oregon and Idaho?
You know what? I respect Idaho playing them tough.
Yeah, they played a hell of a game.
But Oregon's supposed to be like a fucking national championship contender, right?
Do you watch that game? I looked at the stats.
Shit, dude.
You look at their quarterback was very efficient, and I'm like, how are they losing by it? They're not losing, but how are they? How's that close? Like, what the fuck? It's Idaho.
Because Idaho let them get their fucking rocks in between the 20s, and then when they got inside the 2025, they put the clamps on their ass. Yeah. I'll tell you what Idaho just did. They blueprinted how to beat the motherfuckers. That's what they did.
True.
You roll out there with better personnel with that plan, you'll probably beat them.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
I'm not going to say Idaho it's not embarrassing. Coach Eck is awesome.
Yep.
Idaho's head coach. He's built a monster up there in the FCS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Coach Eck is going to get, I guarantee you, he's a big-time hire next year to D1.
Yeah.
Idaho, that place used to be an absolute pit of hell. They used to win no football games ever, and now they're taking Oregon to the fucking brink. So don't sit here and say that it's embarrassing. This is kind of what pisses me off about fans. You motherfuckers actually believe what you're reading in the sports book in college football. There's nothing that these sports books know less about than college football. They know everything about pro football. There's injury reports and all this reporting in media. They don't know. They didn't know Georgia Southern was going to push Boise State like that. They didn't know Georgia Tech was going to beat up Florida State, and then Boston College was going to do it again. They just don't. You don't know.
That is true. You're right about that. Because I sat here and told you that Georgia Southern would have gave Boise a game. I'm like, dog, they're going Boise going down south. Oh, come on.
Well, there's so many unknowns in college football and new players, and it's really fucking hard to handicap that shit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe I want to say Florida State goes to Memphis next week.
Memphis goes to Florida State.
I think they play. And didn't Norvell used to coach at Memphis?
Yes.
And Memphis is legit now. Like they'll get Memphis all the time. They're legit.
Yeah, for real. Ryan Silverfield's Memphis' head coach. He was on Norvell's staff. Like that. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to pick Memphis, dog. I'm telling you, like I think Florida State is nosediving.
Oh, yeah.
They are fucking nosediving right now.